What up, guys? Welcome to Tips for Free. I know I haven't done a portrait of myself in a while, but it takes time to produce that picture-in-picture thing, and without the editing computer I used to have, it becomes like a half-day process. Anyway, let's get right to it. Today, on Tips for Free, I'm going to go over some cool Skyrim tips, and yeah, we're just gonna have a good time. So the first Skyrim tip I have for you is a way to level your heavy armor and your light armor pretty quick, or one or the other, or whatever you like to do. So what I do is I go to the castle in Solitude, and there in the castle I can find the guard, put the skill level on novice, and put all my light armor on, and I give him a nice punch right in the face. And what that's going to do is aggro him and every guard in there, and they're going to attack you, and they're going to keep attacking you. Yeah, you got a bounty of 40 gold, but in the end, that bounty, you can like pull your fists up and then put them down, and they'll be like, oh, well, that's okay, all's forgiven. 40 gold will take you to the castle entrance, and it's like not a big deal. But if you got stolen good, maybe stash the stolen goods. If you're with the Thieves Guild, you can just be like, hey, I'm with the guild, here's some money. And then you don't have to get your stolen stuff taken away. But that's just a cool way to level heavy armor, light armor, anything like that. You see, they beat on you for a long time, and you just level up your skill really quick. I have a pretty good armor rating, so instead of having to like rejuvenate myself or drink potions all the time, I just set my controller down, and I went and I had dinner. With the skill level on novice, these guards hardly do any damage, and you don't even have to worry about it. I've seen other people use flocks of mud crabs and wolves and stuff like that. It's really not a big deal. It's a easy way to own the game. Alright, the next tip we have for you is a way to power level your sneak. What you do is you get to the part where you're kind of at the graveyards, at the main quest line. As long as you can get there and you talk to them, they teach you a shout, and pretty much they're going to go about and do their own business after they get done doing their thing. They'll send you on a quest to go talk to a wind caller, to get some horn, or talk to someone, whatever point you're at in the quest line. And what you do is you walk up to them and you sneak, and then you hit them with the dagger over and over and over again. You can put it on master if you want. They have a lot more life on master, but they have a ton of life on any difficulty, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And you use like a regular iron dagger, and you just sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack, and you can pretty much spam that over and over again. And you'll get to level 100 in approximately 10 minutes. It's a pretty fun way. I have a lot of fun with sneak. I know I like to be a sneaky bastard. Alright, the last tips for free I have for you today is kind of a tips for Bethesda, the makers of Skyrim. The tip that I have is having to do with the speech talent. I get frustrated in the game a lot, and I'll be there and I'll be like, oh, I have all this junk. I have all this crap that I need to sell. And I'll go up to a vendor and I'll be like, hey, take my junk. I want you to buy it. And they'll be like, oh, well, I only have 500 gold, so I know that thing's worth 3,000, but I'll pay you 500 for it. And I'm like, I just grinded this dungeon for it. Why, you're not going to give me more? And I realized that the speech talent is in the game, and they needed to make it useful somehow. So they're like, oh, people have more gold if you're good at speech. They have a secret stash of gold in the back. And then, I don't know, they have a whole bunch of other stupid stuff related to merchants' gold, which is really dumb, because who wants to waste their perks on selling goods? I mean, that's just silly. Intimidate works better? I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't know. So I came up with a new speech talent tree for everyone. And I think they should have patched the game and put it in. I mean, it's interesting. I would probably even make a character that is illusion and speechcraft based if it was like this. What it is you can make bad guys who are going to fight you yield to you, and doing that will level your speech talent, and they won't want to fight you anymore. And then once the master skill is like at the top, you're like, oh, well, they'll come and fight with you once in a while, which sounds like a pretty cool aspect of the game. The other talents related to speechcraft could be like, oh, you learned other things languages. Like, oh, you can now speak like a Draugr, or you can now speak like a Falmer, and they'll understand you, so you can reason with them. It just makes more sense than, oh, well, screw everyone else who wants to sell their goods. Only people who spec for it can. That's kind of silly. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys today. Leave a comment in the chat box if you think my Speechcraft idea is better than the game, and you know, maybe if you have any other ideas related to talent trees, let me know. And just keep it real, guys. Keep gaming. You got the